Hello. If you just arrived and have not seen some of our favorite moments in the waiting room, we'll be posting a link to this event on our website and Facebook page tomorrow. Good evening and welcome. I'm Anne Nixon from Hearts and Homes for Refugees. I'm coming to you from Westchester County, New York, just a stone's throw from New York City. Before we get started, I'd like to take a moment to remember those lost to this pandemic and the people who have turned their lives over to being the caretakers and protectors, all those on the front line.
We were at the house at 5:30 a.m. in the morning, and there was smoke coming right on top of our roof. A neighbor came in and knocked at the door and said to me, there's a fire in the building. I just grabbed everybody and all the kids. One of the kids was sleeping. We nearly forgot him in the house, but we lost all our furniture, all our clothing, shoes, you name it, cooking materials, utensils, everything we lost.
Heart and Home come to our rescue. They try all means to get us some clothing for my kids, for the whole family, and they provide us furniture and kitchen equipment, a lot of things. They did a lot to us. It is so important to us because they rescue us in a difficult moment when we need help at most.
Hello, I'm Kathie O'Callaghan. 4 years ago, I started Hearts and Homes for Refugees with a vision of communities across Westchester County coming together to welcome families fleeing violence and persecution in their own countries. Since then, many of you here tonight have warmly resettled and welcomed nearly 100 refugees with our partners, Catholic Charities and HIAS. You have also been advocates for and helping hands to many more. There have certainly been a lot of curveballs since we started, from cuts in the U.S. refugee admissions program to coronavirus. Thanks to you, we are able to catch those curveballs and find other ways to help our new neighbors thrive. Tonight, we have a chance to show up for those who need us now more than ever. Thank you for doing a good thing and buying a ticket. If you feel there's more in you to give, please feel free. There will be links and donate buttons throughout this event, and of course, always on our website. So on behalf of Hearts and Homes for Refugees board members, I invite you to sit back and enjoy and relax wherever you are. This is going to be a great evening with Diana Jones and her friends, Richard Thompson and Zara Phillips.
Hi everybody, and thank you Kathie so much. I can't tell you all how happy I am to be here singing for you and for such a wonderful cause. When I wrote these songs, I felt so disconnected, and to know that there's an organization that's grassroots and doing so much for people who are trying to resettle here in the US, it was just amazing to me. I wrote this song for a friend of mine who came here to the US as a Syrian refugee when she was 7 years old. It's called The Life I Left Behind. If I could tell the story of the life I left behind, before you decide I am a different kind. If we spoke the same language and you could see it through my eyes, I'd tell you the story of the life I left behind. The streets were full and bustling with people that we knew. The man who gave me oranges and the one who fixed our shoes. A beautiful city shining in the sun, with food and drink and happiness enough for everyone. The family gathered Sunday round the table at our place. How I miss the grown-up talk and the old familiar faces. The year my father told me stay and listen through the hours till the evening passed away. I saw the light change slowly behind my mother's smile, and then the war came quickly and the bombs rained from the sky. In the end there was nothing left at all, just an empty ruins and everyone was gone. If I could tell the story of the life I left behind, before you decide I am a different kind. If we spoke the same language, you could see it through my eyes. I'd tell you the story of the life I left behind. I'd tell you the story of the life I left behind. So when I started writing songs for my new record, it was the summer of 2018, and there were so many atrocities happening at our own border and borders around the world. Photos of families fleeing violence, mothers and fathers carrying children, men with children were being demonized as drug dealers. And I thought, no one makes this kind of journey lightly. The men I saw in photos were trying to save the children in their arms. This is sort of an amalgam of the stories that I heard, and it's for the fathers, the men who love children and take care of them. It's called Santiago. Here I stand, in my hands is a rosary. All I own, and you take it. A gift from my grandmother. I was 7 years old. In a church, in another life, many years ago. My abuela made a home. She taught me all I know. The first day I remember is the two of us. She never met a stranger or knew an enemy. She went to heaven on a Sunday, the year I turned 18. Then came the killing and the fire. We had to run, some didn't make it. A little boy named Santiago stayed by my side. His mother's final words were, he's a good boy, you can see. Take him all the way to a better life, and don't let him cry. Miles turned into days, turned into months to reach El Paso. And it was me and Santiago and the border guard. He asked us questions at the station. He took my rosary. I said, the boy is Santiago, do not take him. I have never been a father, but I would like to be. I promised his mother, do not take him from me.
We're here tonight thanks to Diana Jones. By now, you understand that at the core of her music is Diana's passion for the families whose lives are reduced to fear and flight. Diana's enormous heart, her poetry, and her talent for putting those words into song are breathtaking. She moved me the first time I heard her sing, and again when she said yes to doing this benefit concert, and yet again when she invited her friends, Richard Thompson and Zara Phillips, to join us this evening. Thank you, Diana, Richard, and Zara.
Thank you so much for the kind words, Kathie. And I'm so happy to know that you're in the world with all your incredible volunteers. I'd like to introduce my friends Richard Thompson and Zara Phillips. They're both wonderful humanitarians and human beings, so generous of spirit to do this evening. I'll let Richard introduce this song, which is so poignant at this time and for this organization. Richard and Zara.
Hello, I'm Richard Thompson, this is Zara Phillips. We're here for Hearts and Homes for Refugees. Please help us support this fine organisation. Very tough time right now for refugees. And this is appropriately a song called A Heart Needs a Home. I'm never going to run away. I'm never going to run away. Never knew the day when I lived without you. I'm never going to run away. I'm not going to run away. I came to you when no one could hear me. I'm sick and weary of being alone. Empty streets and hungry faces. There was no place when you're on your own. A heart needs a home. Some people say that I should forget you, but I'm never going to be a fool. I'm never going to be a fool. A better life, they say, if I'd never met you. But I'm never going to be a fool. I'm never gonna be a fool. Tongues talk fire and eyes cry rivers. Indian givers, hearts of stone. Paper ships and painted faces. There was no place where you're on your own. A heart needs a home. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Reshad Ahmadi. I am from Afghanistan. I used to work as a civil engineer for the US Army back in Afghanistan. Due to the circumstances of my job, I became a target for the insurgents and Taliban, and at a gunpoint I was narrowly able to escape alive. Through the SIV program, I was able to migrate to the US. I was welcomed by a community of sponsors here in Westchester area through a network of resettlement organizations like Hearts and Homes. Now I, as the ambassador of Westchester Refugee Initiative, I share my experience with different groups around the county, as well as advocating in the regional, also a national level for the support of refugees. Also, giving back directly to the community of refugees, I volunteer for HIAS in interpreting, and also serving as an advisor for Hearts and Homes for their work with the refugees.
Since COVID, Hearts and Homes volunteers throughout the network have been busy helping our new neighbors with the most urgent needs. Tonight's proceeds will be used to continue this work and enable us to expand our capacity to fill some of those gaps, such as food, shelter, healthcare, and information. In the spirit of our mission to inspire, educate, and equip others to be welcoming communities, I hope you will be inspired and consider this evening to be an opportunity for us all to be the best of ourselves in the worst of times.
Hi, I'm Amy Robertson, Program Director for Hearts and Homes for Refugees. During the coronavirus crisis, we've been sharing reliable information on food distributions, unemployment, health hotlines, even parenting tips. We've helped pay refugees who are making masks and delivered masks to those who didn't have any. We've also delivered groceries and household supplies to refugees who are ill and are providing cash assistance to vulnerable families so that they can buy what they most need. We've organized online meetups and English lessons to break the isolation and keep up language skills. Andrea Cott is one of our many volunteers, and she's adapted her English teaching skills to video tutoring, including a weekly online women's conversation group for our new neighbors.
I fell in love with being with people who really put themselves on the line. I can't imagine being in a country and not speaking the language. You might as well put a black bag over your head and try to find your way around. And here people were coming to my classes every week and feeling embarrassed and feeling frightened and feeling sad and having left children behind and all the other things you can think about. And we would practice. Pain and poverty are relative. You know, we think we hurt and we think we don't have enough money till we meet somebody else.
So many inspirational people are speaking to us this evening. Again, I'm so happy to be a part of this celebration and benefit for Hearts and Homes for Refugees. Elizabeth Warren was our first elected official to actually go to the border into a detention center. She wasn't allowed to record the woman she interviewed, but she took a really good interpreter with her, which was brilliant, and recorded herself just afterwards, which was wonderful. This is a story of a woman from Guatemala, as told by Senator Elizabeth Warren. It's called Mama Hold Your Baby.
Mama, hold your baby so he won't cry no more. Behind the chain link cage upon the concrete floor. Back in Guatemala, no place safe to hide. A price upon your head, you ran for your life. You ran for your life. All the way to America, your baby in your arms. The border guard detained you, though you had done nothing wrong. You had done nothing wrong. mothers in detention, the mothers they all cry. Their children have been taken without a reason why. Without a reason why. One night you were sleeping, your baby by your side. They pulled you from the cage, no time to say goodbye. No time to say goodbye. Oh please, dear mothers of my little one, take care, as if he were your own sweet child, for I will not be there. I will not be there. Mama, hold your baby so he won't cry no more. Behind the chain link cage, upon the concrete floor. Upon the concrete floor, so he won't cry no more.
So this next song is the title cut from my new record, which is now coming out in September. It's called Song to a Refugee. And it's funny how I'll write a song and then months or years later, it resonates in a different way. At the moment, we are all in this together in a way that we haven't been as a nation or a world. And I'm hoping it'll bring us to a place where we have more compassion personally, because there's so many things that have changed for us all.
Song to a refugee, song to us all. None of us know where our footsteps will fall. What will become of the place that we love, the place that we think of as home? Song to a stranger in a strange land, running from danger from where it began. Seeking asylum one day it could be, our neighbor, our loved one, our own family. Pleading for kindness, some won't reach the shore, the ultimate cost of a war. Song to the children, hungry and cold, may you be happy and full and grow old. The story is long, it's a story we know. Forever it follows a hard, weary road. The journey begins for the day it will end, over and over again. Remember a street on a clear sunny day, when peace walked beside us, we felt we were safe. Song to a refugee, song to us all. None of us know where our footsteps will fall. And what will become of the place that we love, the place that we think of as home? What will become of the place that we love?
We all know the world is at the mercy of a global crisis. For those who once sought refuge, however, it's déjà vu. They fear for their lives and hope to survive. For many of them, there is no safety net or family network to count on.
For many families like myself, we have been through this trauma of fleeing our homes, Now we are sharing in collective the trauma caused by COVID-19. Tonight's proceeds go to the COVID-19 Impact Emergency Fund, helping families with food, shelter, housing, and other critical needs. Thank you for being part of this.
Hi again. What a wonderful evening. And thank you all for joining us. I want to give a special shout out to my British friends who stayed up late to watch tonight, especially Jane. Hi everyone. All the friends and fans and supporters of our most vulnerable population, thank you. This song was inspired by Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who also went down to the border and gave a heartfelt testimony when she came back. And she repeated over and over, I believed the women, I believed them, I believed them. It's such an important part of healing any kind of trauma. Is to first be believed. And as a nation and world, I want to say to refugees and asylum seekers, we believe you.
I believe your eyes are tired of crying and all the reasons you say you came here for. I believe you lost your mother and your father, and there ain't no sleeping on a concrete floor. I believe the gang said they would kill you. I believe they killed your child and your wife. In the end, there was no one left to save you. I believe you were running for your life. I believe you. I believe you. I believe you were starving in the desert. All the water had been poured out on the ground. I believe you had no voice. I believe you had no choice when everything you loved is burning down. I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. We believe you. We believe you. We believe you. We believe you walked and you could now go walk. You carried your baby in your arms. They took her from you at the border. Now she cries 'cause she doesn't know where you are. We believe you. We believe you. We believe you. We believe you came here for asylum. We believe you want to live in peace. We believe you did what we all would do. There's no difference between you and me. We believe you. 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 We believe you came here for asylum. We believe you want to live in peace. We believe you came here for asylum. We believe you want to live in peace.
So I'm going to leave you with this song tonight. Thank you all so much for your kind donations to Hearts and Homes for Refugees. It's truly amazing what we can achieve together. This is called Better Times Will Come. They will. I know they will.
be through. Love it can be mine. Whoa, dollars to spend, warm winds to blow, the children be fed, good news to know. Oh, better times will come, better days will shine, long nights be through, love again be mine. Kind words be said, kind words be said, kind words. Better times will come, better days will shine, long nights be through, love again be
Thanks again, and stay safe.
I believe the people should help them to help us because it's in a good cause. Myself and my family, if we didn't have help from them, God knows what's going to happen.
The Heart and Home Charity, if you help them, you helping those people who need it most and those people who are desperate and need help.
Our job as humans is to provide these people with a sense of home. That's what anybody wants in this life, right? Is to feel that you're welcome, right? And that you're not a stranger.
I hope you've enjoyed this very special event and will remember us in the coming weeks by visiting our website and making a donation. Diana, Richard, and Zara, we are very grateful to you for sharing your gifts with us and believing in our work. Thanks to Peter Shafran of River Spirit Music, Yachts Radcliffe from Musea, and producer-editor Nader Sadri. Finally, thank you to Hearts and Homes board members and volunteers throughout the Westchester Refugee Initiative. A special shout out to Joan Morgan for showing us how decades of professional event planning can make all the difference. Finally, together, let us continue to lift the lamp and light the way in these dark times. Thank you all.